Next, we have on the ukulele these 4 strings, but then there's these metal bars, and these are called the frets. Now, you'll hear me say, push down on fret such and such, but what I really mean is push down behind the fret. Because if you actually push down on the frets, for example, this little metal bar right here would be the first fret. And so if I push down on the first fret of, say, the A string, and my finger is just actually on the metal bar fret, listen to it. It's not working. Mom, my ukulele's broke, right? No, it's not broke. What you want to do is move that finger behind that fret. And now the fret is actually doing its job of pushing down the string, and your finger is just helping facilitate that fret to push down the string, and you get a beautiful sound. So I'll say push down on fret number whatever, but I really mean just behind that fret. So the first chord you can learn on the ukulele is really easy. Let's go ahead and talk about our left hand. So on my left hand, I have some fingers. This is my index finger, and I'll use the letter I on our paperwork that we look at to designate that. Use your index finger. This one's my middle finger, M, and I'll use R for my ring finger, and if we ever use our pinky finger, it'll be P. So, to play your first easy chord on the ukulele, it's so easy. You use your middle finger on the second fret of your G string. So the top string, we're going to put our middle finger on the second fret. So let's do it together. I'm going to count 1, 2. And I'm going to push down. I want my knuckle of my finger, you can kind of see it's kind of like at an angle. You see, that is to say that you don't want your finger to like flatten out and do this, or else it's going to block the other strings. It won't really sound that good. So we've got to work on getting on what I call the fingertip. You see where that string was? Let's see if I can get it better. Really push down hard. And then you see where that string was? That's right there on the middle of my fingertip. So now I'm pushing down on the top string, the G string on the second fret, and I'm going to take my little fingertip pick and strum, and I have the A minor chord. And to you that looks like am, but to me that looks like the A minor chord. So lowercase m means minor. If I were to turn this into an A major chord, then I would change some different notes. And that's the A major chord. And if I wanted to communicate to you that I was doing the A major chord, I'd just write A. That's the A major chord. Now, chords are where you play more than one note at the same time. And the difference between the minor and the major chords, well, let's just play a little game right here. Here's the A minor chord. Remember, middle finger, second fret, top string. And then I strum all the strings. This one is being pushed down, and the other strings I'm not pushing down, you may remember that's called open. So all 4 strings I'm going to strum. That's the A minor chord. Now listen to the A major chord. Don't worry about learning it yet, but it's really pretty easy. All I do is keep middle finger where it is, and then I'm going to add my index finger on the first fret of the giraffes can, the C string. See how we learned giraffes can eat apples. That's going to help you figure out where your strings are. Now here's the A major chord. The difference, the way you hear it, is that minor chords kind of sound sad, and major chords kind of sound happy. Okay, I'm going to play a little silly song for you. Okay. Major chord, right? I got my ice cream. I got my ice cream. It's my favorite flavor, ice cream. I dropped my ice cream. It was my favorite flavor, ice cream. I got my ice cream. Mom bought me a new ice cream. I dropped my second ice cream. So you get the idea. Major chords sound happy, minor chords sound sad. All right? And I'm going to show you how we communicate these chords. So you know the way the strings go: G, C, E, A, and then these are the frets. So this vicinity represents the first fret. Here's the second fret, third fret, and you see the grid can go on further and further. At the top, I wrote O, where 0 represents open strings, and then I for index, M for middle, and R for ring. And I've put some notes above each one of these chords that I think you can probably start to learn and figure out. So here's a C, D, F, G, A minor, G7, and C7. And you may on your Chromebooks have to like zoom in or something to see those. But all of these chords are pretty easy for you to get started and start to learn. In fact, I bet you can already play. I bet Veda's already playing the A minor chord right now and singing the ice cream song to her dog or cat or pet giraffe. I don't know. So I'll give you some assignments that have songs that use chords. One of the more popular songs for ukulele nowadays is a song called Riptide by Joy Vance or Vance Joy. And it uses the A minor chord, G, and C. A minor, G, C. I was scared I was scared pretty girls who started conversations. Oh, my friends are turning green. So you get the idea. Vance Joy does a much better job of it. But A minor, boom. Middle finger, second fret. Here's your reference, G, C, E, A. And then the rest of them are open. And the next chord is C, and y'all can learn the C chord this week. C is different because you play right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 on the third fret of the A string, and the rest of them are open. And that gives you the C chord. I'm going to switch over here to my ukulele that's been around the world. It's tuned a little bit different, but she's long. The G chord will be the third chord, so it's open on the G string, index finger second fret on your C string, ring finger on the third fret, see 1, 2, 3, of the E string, and your middle finger will go on the second fret of the A string, and that will give you the G chord. So the first three chords I really want you to look at and study are the A minor, C, and the G chord.